What's up troopers, my name's Neon. Honestly, I'm very shocked I'm actually making a video on this. This is a weapon what was really good, and then he nerfed it and it was actually super bad. But lucky enough for me, I love going in depth and I love changing class setups, and well, I made this gun really good again. So welcome to the RM68. Before we get into the video troopers, you haven't already subscribed to the channel, would really appreciate it. And of course, leave a like, thank you very much. Here is the weapon, the RM68. This weapon was extremely good when it came out. It was probably one of the best weapons in the game. It was absolutely insane meta. All of it was really good. But the thing was, it was so good that they had to nerf it, and they really nerfed it pretty hard. They nerfed it not once but twice. Obviously over them couple of months they even tweaked it even more, because this weapon obviously had its spread, just like all the other assault rifles and the other weapons in the game. So because of that, this weapon was really tough to use and no one used it whatsoever. But over the last couple of weeks I've been tweaking with this weapon and I've made it really good. The RM68 is good once again. So with this weapon we're going to go in depth with the class setup, and this is what I'm using. So the first thing we're going right now is we're going with the standard dot sight. The standard dot sight is just a go-to for every single sight in the game. I really just love it. Just the way of how you can see enemies, the visibility, it's just an overall good sight. But that's the thing troopers, you know, you're talking about visibility, the dot sight is not going to always help you. There's going to be times where you're just not going to see that enemy, and what makes that even better is using the thermal sight. The only thermal sight I use is the 1.25x, a really good thermal sight. This is your short range thermal sight, so if you're already used to doing short range combat just like using the standard dot sight, then the 1.25x thermal sight is going to be really good for you. You're going to find these troopers just hiding in bushes and stuff, and you're going to get them no problem because you're going to see them. Trust me, they're not going to hide from you, not if you're using a thermal sight. On the left side of the tree, there's been a couple of things I've been tweaking with. Obviously the shortened barrel is something I feel like most people should be using, because it's obviously going to increase that rate of fire, and it actually gives you better vertical recoil control. It also actually has a built-in suppressor, so that's obviously going to give you the suppressor sound, and no one's going to see you up to 40 meters on the minimap. Well, it's really good. But the one thing what's really annoying about the shortened barrel is the fact that you lose project velocity and you lose weapon accuracy. That is something what's very important. So I was tweaking around with it. I was using different things. I was actually using the wrap suppressor as well, because the wrap suppressor only decreases with the bullet velocity, none when it comes to accuracy whatsoever. So I felt like that was something really good. But the issue I was keep going through was like, wow, the rate of fire is just so slow. I just don't like how slow this weapon's shooting. I felt like I was just getting outplayed all of the time, and I just knew straight away. I was like, well, this is something I have to increase the rate of fire. It's the only way I'm going to win gunfights, especially at close range. So the shortened barrel is definitely the first one you should be using. But the next one, what is really good, and I've been absolutely loving it, in that is the tactical compensator. Well, it's not a suppressor, so everyone is going to see you, but what is so good about the tactical compensator is the fact that it offers better weapon accuracy. And weapon accuracy is extremely important, especially with the assault rifle class, because you want to get them people at medium to long range. And that's what's so good about this weapon. The medium to long range with the RM is extremely good. But the thing is though troopers, when you do use the tactical compensator, please make sure you tap fire. You have to tap fire with this gun. If you don't tap fire, you're going to really struggle. So just kind of tap fire, just do the single taps here and there, and you get any enemy from pretty much a lot of distance and you'll have no struggle whatsoever. It's a really good accurate weapon, but you have to tap fire to stay consistent. So on the left side of the tree is the tactical compensator and the shortened barrel. On the bottom side, well, there's just only one thing I like using, and that is the MGL laser sight. What's so good about the laser sight is as well, the fact is this is something you need to be using because it's a laser sight. It's going to help you out with your hip fire accuracy. And what's so important about hip fire accuracy? Close quarter combat. And that is what's so important about it. If some guy just comes around that corner and you're just absolutely screwed, the laser sight is just something you need to be using. Not everyone has an amazing aim, so sometimes not even aiming is not a bad thing. Just hit fire and you'll be lucky enough to get that guy. When it comes to magazines, there was a couple of things I was tweaking with. I was tweaking with the standard issue extended, and I also was tweaking with the close quartered combat. And the two things I've realized about them magazines is that the rate of fire is only increased by 20%. That is it. The only thing's been increased from the close combat magazine is 20% of rate of fire. So for me, I went for the standard issue extended mag because it offers you 45 damage when it comes to firepower. But if you use the close combat, it's only going to offer you up to 40. And that's what I'm saying. The difference from 45 to 40 damage is obviously a good change. So you obviously want to have more damage. You're only losing just a little bit when it comes to rate of fire. As I said, the close combat rate of fire is up to 730. But if you use the standard issue extended, it's only 710 of rate of fire. So as you can see, there's not really a big change when it comes to rate of fire change. So for me, I go for the standard issue extended because obviously it's going to give you more damage. So that will be my first choice. The close combat is my second choice, and then my last one is the high powered. And there you go, troopers, that is the RM68. This gun was absolutely amazing, and I know you guys are gonna love using this gun once again. Got itself a little bit more of a tweak, but now this gun is pretty good. So troopers, what you're waiting for? Go and get into the battlefield and use this gun right now. Anyway, troopers, thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of Pink Army. I'll see you troopers on the battlefield.